This listener says, "How are you doing this week, gentlemen? I watched the Boondock Saints you both recommended on the show, and it was a brilliant film. I cannot believe I missed it all this time. Have you seen the Boondock Saints, Ant?"
It's one of those movies that everyone I know adores, and I've just never gotten around to watching it.
Oh,
No, it's great. I like shipping up to Boston too. Dropkick Murphys are all right in my book, but I've never seen it. I know I'm wrong here.
shouldn't it not be on the show at some point? Because isn't it based on real
Is it a
people?
true story?
I think so. Is it not?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I could be wrong.
Maybe I'm just hopeful then, because you want people like that in their life.
We just did this movie, The Burning, which is a slasher movie from 1981. Right? It's about campers in the summer camp type situation, and a guy with big hedge clippers comes and murders them all. And
Nice.
and it has nothing to do with reality. It's based on bullshit. But the only reason we did it was because Brian Johnson from Tell 'Em Steve Dave, we were too scared to tell him no. And that's what we wanted to do. So we've really stretched the concept of the show to its absolute limit with that one, and I'm desperately trying to kind of rein back in that getting out of hand. I wanted the show to be about, historical subjects and not so much just whatever the fuck. Because Brian's constantly trying to push nonsense. He wants to do,
what was the Meet the Spartans he wants to do now, doesn't he?
Yeah,
It's
shit like that. Bloodsport was one that he keeps like, oh no, there was a guy and he told people it was real, but it wasn't. He made us watch The Kingsman.
Oh yeah.
And that's that's as far I think as we could possibly get away with, where it's like they kind of put real stuff in it, but overall it's a ridiculous action movie about guys beating up the Kaiser.
Yeah.
So
Pretty much it. It says the script was inspired by real events. He said the director based it on stories
Boondock
he heard
Saints.
as a bartender in Los Angeles. Yeah, Boondock Saints, yeah.
Isn't that in Boston though?
Yeah, I think it is.
Yeah, I think so. But yeah, he says
Sure it is.
well, while he was in Los Angeles.
There's no Irish people in Los Angeles.
There's Irish people everywhere.
Yeah, you're right. They get
Literally everywhere, yeah. It's the one thing you can't get away from. But yeah, no, you got to watch it anyway. But he says, have you ever watched Don't Tell the Bride? It's returning this week, and frankly, I'm here for it, and I cannot wait. I know you guys enjoy trashy reality shows. I haven't watched it. Sabina's trying to get it on the telly. I'm sure you have, Jamie.
I haven't started watching it. I've got so much to watch, man. But I've been too busy. But I will be watching it, because me and Charlotte watch it every year.
Do you
I'll be
watch
straight on
reality
that.
shows, or is it purely like movies?
No, but I have walked in on my wife watching a few, so I get a couple of them. You know what I like as far as reality shows go? Those like baking competitions.
Oh
yeah.
I know that
Yeah.
sounds absurd, but they're kind of awesome.
Well, we got the British, the British Bake Off.
British Bake Off.
Yeah.
Yeah, bake like the people that make cakes look like things. I get into that a little bit, and like when they work sugar to make it look like stained glass. I think that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And we used to have a show on the History Channel here called Pawn Stars.
Oh, I love.
Oh, yeah,
which I
I
liked.
love that, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Storage Hunters. I used to love Storage Hunters as well.
Yeah. And there was American Pickers.
Oh yeah.
There was
Yeah,
the
I used to love
two-
that show.
The two closeted gay guys that go antiquing every week.
TLC is like my
Frank in
all-time
it, little
favorite
small
channel.
guy.
TLC is amazing. It's just
TLC is the freak show network.
Yeah. Oh, it's so
like,
good.
Let's find the most socially lost people in the world and put them on and pretend that it's like for scientific and we're being helpful, but no, it's just putting Honey Boo Boo on display.
Oh man, I love Honey Boo Boo. That's so good. What it always used to wind me up was Extreme Couponers.
Yeah.
never seen that,
Hoarders,
yeah.
remember Hoarders?
Oh, Oh, Hoarders is so
Hoarders,
good. There's
yeah.
a UK version which isn't as good because we're really sort of like the Americans and all that. When you're going through their stuff, they're like, "That's my stuff," and then the English people are just sort of like, "Yeah, you can throw it away,"
Crying.
and then their face
Yeah.
gets red because they're like, "I don't want to say anything."
They keep the stiff upper lip.
Yeah, they're like holding it in, but they're like, "I've got to be polite." So it's like, oh fucking hell!
No, the Americans have no problems having mental breakdowns in public.
Oh, that's so good. The best one of all time is the woman that her toilet clogs up, so she just starts going in a bucket and throwing it in the garden.
Yes,
Oh
I
my
think I saw that one.
Yeah, but then when the poo bucket got too heavy, she then got another bucket to empty the poo bucket, and it's like, why are you just making more buckets? What's going on here?
And why are they
Fucking hell.
keeping it?
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah.
Like I remember there was one where a woman was shitting in bags, in plastic bags, and she would keep them on her stairs. So like the stairs were lined with hundreds of bags of her own shit. Like, what are you going to do with that?
she's like looking at the colour, and she's like, "Oh, there's a bit of nutrition still in that. I'll put that later. I'll stick."
Oh man. Some people need to be put down.
Yeah.
I love shows
smelly.
like that, though. But no, extreme couponing would make me red in the face because I'm like, someone is actually paying for all that shit that you've just technically stolen. Because over here you can't use multiple coupons at the same time. You just can't do that.
Yeah. And those are the people that, if you were ever behind them online in the grocery store, you'd have to murder them.
Yeah. Oh hell
You
yeah!
know,
I would be screaming in their fucking
Yeah.
face. Because they say it as well. They're like, "Oh right, I've been in here 12 hours now to go to the tills," and then it's like another 2 hours later, and you can see the servers behind the till just like losing the will to live.
From someone that used to work in retail, I would be fucking wanting to kill them, man.
I used to hate people with the trolley. I'm like, do you really need that much food? You can't do it small. Ugh.
What was the show that your emailer brought up?
Oh, don't
Tell the Bride. Is it Don't Tell the Bride?
I'm sure that was what it was, wasn't it? Where is it?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, Don't Tell the Bride. Yeah.
And what is that?
Is that not the one? Oh no, I'm getting confused now because we've got quite a few of the same name.
Or is it Love at First Sight?
Is it one of those
What?
like import someone from the third world and they get married?
Oh no, that's.
Oh no, I've seen some of them. They're fucking brilliant.
That was 90 Day Fiance.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah,
Yeah.
they had that
Oh,
like no
this
neck
was-
guy.
This was the one I was thinking of. A couple have given a certain amount of time to plan their wedding. However, the groom must plan everything in detail by himself while staying apart from the bride-to-be. Yeah, so the bride's got to sort of trust that.
So
Yeah.
the bride has no say in what goes on.
No.
She's going to be miserable.
There's one that I
Yeah.
think the woman turned up and he'd done basically like a tiki party wedding.
Oh.
And it was like flame torches and that. And she just walked off. She was like, "What is this?"
I see
He-
one as
he
well
gets to pick the
where
dress as well. He picks the dress. Everything.
the man always goes mad on the stag do, doesn't he? He spends loads of money on the stag do, and then the hen do is always like in the local bingo hall or something. So it's really
So
shit.
you're not having any fun because you're about to get married. And I right. So because I thought that was the different one. What's the one?
The one that's out at the minute.
Yeah, there's one where they meet and then they've got to get married within a certain amount of days.
Isn't that 90 Day Fiance?
No, this one's actually like they have no idea who each other are. They get put together.
I'm
pick
sure
each
it's Love
other.
at First Sight.
Is that the one? Yeah, they pick each other and then they get a certain amount of days to get married. And
Yeah.
then at the marriage, they can say, "I don't."
Yes or no, yeah.
There was
And they go
one-
through like this thing where they be like interviewed at the end of each week. They get interviewed, and then like they talk. It's called a commitment ceremony, and they've got to fucking discuss their problems. And a lot of the time, they hate each other, so it's fucking brilliant.
Makes sense. That's entertaining. There was one
Yeah.
that my wife watched like a couple of episodes of about a year ago. I think it was on Netflix. I'm pretty sure it was an English show where they'd get I'm sorry, it was Australian. It was Australian. They would get two mentally handicapped people and put them together.
Oh yeah, see
It
that.
was
Oh,
love,
no,
on the
that-
Love on the
Spectrum.
spectrum.
Yeah,
They were
That
looking for
seemed-
love. It's so good.
yeah.
good.
It's fascinating, but it makes you feel bad at the end.
Oh
Yeah.
no, it was so like. There's a guy on there. I think his name was Michael, Like I wanted
Yeah.
to get on a plane and help him. Like he was the nicest guy, and I was like, and he always wear a suit, and he was really respectful because they're not interested in sex, right? They actually just want. Like,
I'm sure some of them
companionship.
are.
Well, everyone is a little bit, but not on telly. But
I used to work at an Applebee's. I don't know if you guys know what that is.
I see. Was it Brian that had a go at me because I was like, Applebee's is amazing. No, I absolutely love it.
You're insane.
That's No, I think it was Brian. Yeah.
Applebee's is not amazing, but it is popular. Yeah, we have these casual dining restaurants, but Brian and I actually met at Applebee's. There was a guy. His name was Mike, and he was he's a slow guy, and his job was to roll silverware, forks and knives, and napkins.
Oh yeah.
Those would go out to the tables, right? But he was the horniest guy in the world. He was constantly like touching the waitresses and sneaking up on them.
Jesus.
And
Service.
There you
yeah,
go.
I think they want to have sex. So
Such a good show though. They did the American version. It wasn't as good.
yeah, probably not.
Yeah, no. The Australian
I'm sure it was
much
nicer.
better. But I will look at it. I will watch the show. I promise. It's just yeah, like Jamie. There's so much to try and watch. It's ridiculous.